Good evening, everyone. We are having technical problems galore, so please forgive us tonight.
We definitely are. Hi, everybody. Um, so tonight might be very different. Hold on, I gotta turn comments on the TV. He'll be back in a minute, guys. Okay, so some of you know, some of you don't know. I went to the store this morning and well, anyway, I hit my head. So I did as much as I could today before it had got to where I was feeling kind of weird. So I went to the emergency room. I'm very much just got out of the hospital just a couple hours ago. So it was a pure accident. I am okay. They did do some scans and did all the hospital-y workup, and they say I'm okay. So I'm gonna hang as much as I can. They did give me some medicine and pain medicine because I'm not in any now, but I was in a lot of pain. So I first want to say thank you to Cat Mama and to Jonathan for the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gifts. Um, Jonathan sent me a oracle deck, clarifying life situation, and Cat Mama sent me a yawn board with a pendulum necklace, like where I could just wear the necklace, the pendulum or whatever, the rose quartz, and a yawn board. So I am gonna do as much as I can tonight. If I have to back out, please understand, guys. And you know, life is just that. Okay,
And
this
and
is
if
my
first she backs out, I'll probably need somebody to keep track of who requested readings.
hey Biggins, I see you. Sorry, I saw your message the other day too, and I hearted it, but I just got out of the hospital, Biggins.
So
Yeah, the guides are coming. Go ahead.
I am reading from the Morgan Greer Tarot, a Kyle Gray oracle in um, Under the Roses, Lenormand.
Sounds good. So tonight, you guys, we're just gonna kind of take it easy. I had envisioned this wonderful spread that's cooking in my brain, and it's wonderful, and we're gonna get it out to you guys probably next week. But tonight, we're just going to keep it simple. Mo has already got it covered. If you want a shadow check, just to see where you're at, just put me in the comments, and we will take it step by step, guys. Much love, my biggins. I love you so much. They gave me freaking Tylenol for my. I hate narcotics, guys. If you know, if you know, you know. Like, I don't do narcotics, so I'm feel floating, floating. Oh. Oh, you didn't miss anything, Tina. I was just explaining my day. I'm gonna get rest. Right now I'm okay. So, because I'm not in any pain right now because of the Tylenol 4, I'm gonna do what I can until I can't, and then I'm gonna go to bed. and Thomas will hold you down, and I will catch you guys later. we
Angie up.
we have our first person. Mo said Angie is up tonight. Number one.
Okay, Angie from the Morgan Greer Tarot. Yeah, Ten of Swords. So when have you been betrayed? Usually matters of the heart when you've been backstabbed like this. Can be business associates, and it's pretty hard to come out of that Ten of Swords energy. But in the Kyle Gray, you got Spring, which says, see your seeds grow.
Oh,
So
wow.
whatever you're manifesting at the moment, it's going to take a whole season to come to fruition. So you got about 8 months of growing potential until the harvest of it. And you show up in your conscious reading, the lady. And so that's that divine feminine that you are. And you keep showing up for yourself because you know you're worth it. And keep doing what you're doing. It's just going to take time to get over that betrayal, heartbreak, and grow your new crop to show you the potential that you can become. And that's what I have on the conscious side of things.
Duality? Is that how you say duality? No.
Duality?
Yeah. Is that duality?
Yes.
Okay. So Angie, I got duality dance, which is seeking the balance amongst and amid the chaos only to find harmony within yourself. And the other one I got is fully immersed. Everything you want is literally all around you. It's just waiting for you to see it. So it sees you. It's just waiting for you to see it. So in your shadow, I would say you're in a good spot. Even when you're in your own chaos, you're finding harmony and you're controlling the chaos. And there's nothing better than that. So I'd say on your subconscious, you're in a good place too for your shadow check this week.
Joji is up.
Joji is up. Okay.
Joji from the Morgan Greer Tarot, we have the King of Rods. So this is your creative energy, your flow state, your charm and charisma that you're leading on your channel right now. It's saying, charge full speed ahead. You're your own authority. You don't have to get approval by anybody else. Your Kyle Gray Oracle is Elder. Shows this great Aboriginal person. Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. So if you have any familial patterns that you need to break or that you've already broken, just relegate them to the background. You don't need to worry about them any longer. You've already done the work to break the family tradition of hard things. And for your Lenormand card, you got the whip. And the whip is all about repetitive things. Do it over and over and over, just like you are showing up on your channel. You show up every day. You show up multiple times a day. And you're you're seeing the rewards and reaping the rewards of showing up consistently, uh, even though it may not be at the same times every day. You're going on often enough that your people have their notifications turned on, and they're really eager to see you and what you have to say. So keep up the good work, Joe, and that's what's on the conscious side. I'll leave you to Hershey.
So, for the most part, what I'm looking at right here in your shadow, I appreciate it, right? But understanding the quiet and the silence, but also being comfortable in it is kind of where you're at right now, right? So you're finding joy. Finding joy in small things is wonderful, but finding it in the quiet moments is where you have found that seeking solace is the universe way of proving through silence that clarity's voice is the loudest. So sometimes when we're in a noisy room or a noisy situation, or we just got a bunch of noise in our head, we can't always grasp what needs to be understood. But you're learning that you can quiet your mind in the loudest, busiest places. And when you are able to do that, you are finding that the universe's answers are very, very loud. So you are finding some clarity there. They also want you to indulge with a little bit more of fantasy. If we can stay in reality and we can be logical and scientific all the time, but we can't always be in a place of fantasy and illustration and illusion. So definitely find you a little bit more fantasy with your free time. Obviously, not when you need to be working or focused or programmed on something else, but definitely when you have some free time, they really want you to get into there and get them creative juices working. The last thing that I got for you was the mountain is now yours. You have mastered it. You finally found out, whether it was through the hard way or just because you got tired of doing it the same way over and over and over again. You can't go over a mountain and you can't usually go around a mountain. You have to go through it. And in going through the mountain, you actually scale it differently and you master that mountain. So you have mastered your mountain. You are at the top of it. You did not have to climb it. You mastered it by going through it and understanding it differently. So you're in a really good place in your shadow right now. So continue to keep those quiet moments very, very, very close. And remember that you can't climb the mountain. You have to go through it, and you're getting there and you're doing it. So your shadow check looks good from my end on this side too. Hi, everybody coming in.
So Hershey and Mo and myself have had a pretty energetic week that we've come through. Just everything is recognizing Mo's abilities, and she is attracting quite a bit of attention. And I don't think Mo wants all the attention that she's getting at the moment, but we're working through it with her.
You could say
And
that again.
I see Rossi.
Yeah, she said you could say that shit again.
Yeah. Although I am
So-
looking forward to going to sleep and seeing what else I do.
Yeah, she works a lot in her sleep.
So this is the Oracle, Kyle Gray, Angels and
Well,
Ancestors Oracle.
There is
And-
no he's just talking about the deck he's using.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
And the Lenormand is Under the Roses Lenormand.
Such a good deck. Such a good deck. You
And
guys I still got a little bit of energy if you guys want to read. So if you want to read, type me in there, guys. I've got just a little more energy left. So
so, Rossi, you got the Page of Rods, and you know this page is always the youthful student. So, what?
Rossi sent me.
So whatever you're passionate about, and you're questioning, you're studying, you're definitely on the right path, because that student is eager and he doesn't have any hidden agendas, is and you represent the student here. Your oracle card from ancestors and angels is Mother Earth. Feel love and comforted. So if you're not feeling loved and comforted at the moment, remember Mother Earth is reaching out to embrace you with warmth and comfort, and just to give you a pat on the back and say they're there and keep you in check, and just reassurance that maybe some family members can't give you at the moment because of physical distance or spiritual distance. Again, the cross. So you have faith and conviction in what you're doing right now, and the cross is urging you to keep on your spiritual path, your esoteric path, and trust in what you're hearing, because nobody can tune that in as much as you can. So everything looks pretty good for you, Rossi, and that's what I have on the conscious side.
I'm coming.
Jonathan's there.
Jonathan.
She's using the deck you gifted her.
Okay, so all right, so a whole shit ton fell out, right? So we got 4 here and we got 4 here. So you know what that means, right? We got a this or that situation going on. So this stack is all about trust. This stack is all about planning phase, taking a step. Now, whether you take that step forward or you take that step backwards, that's completely up to you. So this stack, right? That would be the stack that every single one of these cards has trust or trusting in it, right? So you have true intentions, staying authentic and aligned, trusting your inner wisdom to guide only you towards your genuine fulfillment. That's kind of freaking fucking beautiful, by the way. And then you have Pathfinder, right? Trust your inner compass to be your illuminator, to find you through your path, revealing the direction your soul wishes, not you, right? That soul, right? And then this one is wise counsel. Seek guidance from trusted mentors and friends along your path. See a pattern going on here with the trust. And the last one that has to deal with trust is the emerging dawn within you, right? Learning to trust that everything ending is another beginning in disguise. Look at that. Right? So this part of your shadow check is saying that your shadow part of trust is strengthening, right? And not that short-term strengthening. You're building it up for long-term, like longevity, right? So if we look at that part of your shadow check, this one kind of works and rotates around taking a step or a plan. Sometimes we have to plan to take a step back sometimes too. So I really want you to realize that this planning phase is about the steps are taken necessarily, whether it's forwards or backwards. It's a chess move, right? That's what life is about. You have to think. You can't always go forward. Sometimes you have to go back, diagonal, sidestep. You have to make sure that you are planning those steps intentionally. So it kind of goes hand in hand a little bit. The other one is about igniting, um, embracing, igniting your soul, allowing the mysteries to guide you open-mindedly, right? So that sun and that sun card that was over here, look at that. You got almost the exact same oranges and energies going on, right? So you do have light showing up on both sides and in different forms of the illuminator. This one, remember when I told you to kind of just what was the word? Your true intentions? Listen to this one, riding the current. They're literally a balancing act, right? And that's what this one is about. It's about embracing the flow, the rhythm, and the change that comes from both of them. So on this side of it, so it's almost like we're looking at the left side and the right side as you've been moving through this last week. It's been called a harmony. And this card is literally called harmony, learning to endure and pursue, right? So this is taking and giving. So it is literally a balancing act. And even though the scales are upside down, the picture doesn't have to reflect that it's in a challenged position because you are embracing it, right? This is harmony's call, and it is there and it is in balance. So for me, your root side looks really good. And it does look like you are in balance on both sides. You're allowing light to be on both sides, and you are accepting the challenges that come with both sides, whether it's an intentional step forward or a strategic step backwards just to gain your footing again, not because you got knocked down. And that's what I've got for you. Jonathan, I really love the deck. I hate I couldn't do an unboxing for you and Cat Mama's beautiful gift, but I really do love the deck. It's got such a good flow.
The doll you see behind Hershey is Hershey's joy child, Maddie. And you won't see Maddie move, but you may see her traditional Louisiana dress move, because the little sprites and the pixies and the fairies like to hide things from Hershey underneath that skirt of Maddie.
But she has moved on camera before. She's turned on camera before.
Picture said he's waiting for y'all to move.
She has moved before. She kind of turns, and then someone said that they thought she winked at them before, when it was just her and I, when we were sitting on the floor. We were doing a pre-record. It was one of my naked videos when I was just
very first
starting to get out here about 3 years ago. One of the comments in one of the videos, someone says, "Holy shit, your doll just winked." And I was like, really? And I looked back and I didn't see it. So I'm assuming it was just for her, but Maddie has a way of getting your attention if she wants it.
And the dolls that are not in the picture. So I have this it's
a ruby.
Ruby. It's pretty good size. And sitting on my desk. So Ruby is meant to help focus, And so if I'll hold it if I'm getting distracted by a lot of things when I'm working. And then this little guy, little lucky guy, the other dolls will take them off of my desk and they'll have them sitting on the lap, and it's just funny. Hershey and I won't even notice. It's the Raggedy Ann dolls.
Well, I don't know if I've ever showed them or not, but they're authentic Raggedy Ann and Andy.
And she'll be sitting there with her in her lap.
Oh, Cole has to come check her out every time. absolutely loves them. Hi, baby. So obviously, you guys know I have
And there's some weight to this for them to
I
pick
have
it
an
up, you know?
obsession with beautiful dolls. It's not the obsession with the doll, it's the obsession with the handwork. She's handmade. Someone in our family had her handmade. She's porcelain. She's on a stand. She's I have a family member, and I can show you the image of my family member side by side with her, and the doll is identical. The doll maker did an amazing job. And then I found these two little beautiful babies about a month or so ago at a thrift store, and when I I couldn't leave the store without them. I love dolls. So hint for anybody that wants to send me their Cabbage Patch Kid from 1976. I had one. Her name was Essie Linda, and when I was moving from Illinois to Missouri, my my oldest son Christopher picked up the wrong bags, and he brought my donation bags with me and took my bags of clothes to the donation place. And that's how I lost Essie Linda and another doll that was a blonde that looked like her, but not her, obviously. So I can't read what's the comments. My mom was friends with the original. Oh, yay. Arthur and Orca, or Orcola, Orcola. Oh wow. Well, I've told you this before, Laura, in chat. Or at least I think I have. Maybe I haven't. So I was born in Houston, but I was raised in the Midwest. So my family owned businesses in St. Louis, Missouri, and Jefferson City, Missouri. So I grew up pretty much in the entire state of Missouri. And I have a foster mom that lives in Kansas City. Her name is Miss Inez Brown. And so yeah, I'm a little bit wild. I'm a whole lot Missouri. We had horse ranches, we had cattle farm. It was a living farm, so it was pasture to plate. The farm was in St. Elizabeth, Missouri, which is about an hour outside of Jeff City, and then the other farm was in Hillsboro, Missouri, or Cedar Hill, actually just outside of Hillsboro, right outside of St. Louis. You're near Jeff City. So how I can't stand Jeff Shitty or Holt Scummit or let me tell you a story. So Laura, look, when Mo was moving me from Missouri to Texas, we were leaving Columbia, and we had left because my brother still lives in Jeff City and my youngest son lives in Jeff City, and I've still got a bunch of cousins and shit. Pretty much everybody in Jeff Shitty knows Hershey. All you gotta do is ask anybody, do y'all know Hershey? And they're gonna say, oh shit. Well, some will tell you that they love me, but we passed the California sign, and we'd passed two or three of them, and Mo was like, well, if I'm only 15 minutes from California, I'm going. She didn't realize it was California, Missouri.
Fair. I knew it really wasn't that close, but I didn't realize there was a Long Beach, Missouri, California, Missouri, and Nevada.
Yeah, she
Vegas.
was. She was like, I'm just gonna move here, and I'm like, no.
Ozark Hills.
They are Ozark Hills, but when you're from the West Coast, they do look like hills. They don't look like mountains, but when you're in the Midwest, hills look like mountains. I'm between Jeff City and Ashland. Oh, okay. So Ashland is Ashland.
I love what
it's Jeff Shitty, Ashland, Holt Scummit. Yeah, it's not the easiest place to live, although it is beautiful. I cannot say it's not beautiful. For the capital, I've seen better in Missouri, but anyway, it's beautiful. But Ashland is better than Holt Summit and Columbia put together. So at least you picked a decent part. But I know Ashland quite well. I know exactly where you're at. So when I come visit the family, I'll let you know and be like, hey, I'm in town. I'm passing through. I just passed house. Here I come.
She's in Partsburg.
Yeah, she's in Partsburg. Yeah, you've been in misery for a while if you know all of this shit, because that's also us real Missourians. Where are you from, Missouri? She's like, do it. Absolutely. My brother lives in St. Thomas, St. Martin's now, not St. Thomas. I'm tripping. St. Thomas is towards the farm. Out there in St.
So,
Elizabeth. Yeah.
Hershey, do you want to explain are Raggedy Ann and Andy, are they vesseled? Do they have a vessel?
Yes, they're vessel. I insisted on it just because Annabelle is loose, and with them being authentic, she would be able to sense them. At least I believe that. I don't know how everything works in the doll realm, but it's pretty intense. And anybody that has ever been to any sacred land that represents or is represented by dolls, like Doll Island or that place in Mexico, the city of dolls, and a few other places around the world, you can put good energy into them, and they can be filled with joy and be filled with a joy child and give a joy child safe refuge, a vesseled ghost that, just maybe wants to hang out, has somewhere to hang out, and they're not just floating around in the ether, so to speak.
And then also explain that they can be many vesseled, more than one.
Yes, I have a so there is a Mayan god, and no, I'm not going to try to get his name right, but I can tell you it starts with a B and it ends with the word west. But he was a Mayan god, and he represented earth and the element and direction of west. And I forget what the element is that represents west, but he represents all of that in the Mayan tradition. Well, anyway, the image is of an Aztec princess, but there's her in it. There's an essence of the Aztec princess, because Michelle can feel her essence, but he's in there, and he is an asshole, and he will blow fuses inside of convenience stores and wherever I was at. So so Michelle walked past him, and the second Michelle walked past him, he started like vibrating the floor, and I'm like, do you feel that? And I could feel like the floor vibrating, and I'm like, what the hell? And I looked right at him, and I was like, are you doing that? And Michelle turned around, she was like, I'm not. And she thought I was talking to her. And I was like, no, him. And I picked him up, and the floor stopped vibrating. I said, oh, wow, I could sense him. And I could feel him. He wasn't really talking to me, but he wanted to go home. And I was like, I'm taking you home with me, and I'm going to give you a safe place to be. And I kept telling him that to calm him down. I'm going to take you home. I'm going to smoke you out, clean you up, get you all ready, get you a perfect spot to sit. And Mo and I decided we'd been out shopping that day, ripping and running. We were tired, we were hungry, and we didn't feel like cooking. So there's this corner store just up the street, and we stopped in there, and she was like, they got good food. And I was like, all right, bet. So we go up in the corner store, and we get in our food, and I hear him say, this is not home. And it was the first time I heard his voice, and it just boomed in my head. And I turned around, and I'm like, calm down, you lie. And I'm like, I didn't lie. And Mo's like, what's going on? And I was like, I think he's about to blow a fuse. And literally about that time, the half of the store goes black. like the lights went out. She lost the cash register, the ruby, everything. It blew a fuse. He over fried it, over circulated it, blew a fuse or something. I don't know. But the store clerk lady was looking at me. She was like, "What the fuck was that?" And I was like, I'm sorry. It was totally my fault.
No, her, she just goes, I'm going outside.
I'm going outside. And I waited the rest of the time outside for our food. And I picked him up and he was just hot. Like the vessel was hot. He was pissed. And I was like, I didn't lie to you, but I did forget that we needed to get food. And that's all it is. We are going home. And
and he got home and he was knocking over the wires.
He was still being an asshole. So I was like, Mo, I maybe overstepped here. And she was like, where's he at? And I was like, he's in my room. He keeps knocking my Manahuni over and being rude and cruel. And he kept knocking my Wise over. And I'm like, why is he doing this? Like, I had smoked him out. I had cleansed him. I thought, he was in an okay place. Mo got up. She got a cinnamon broom, a witch's broom. And she got up and she went in my room and she sat down and she was holding him and scratching him with that cinnamon broom. And she connected to the Aztec princess. And she and the Aztec princess calmed the old grumpy old man down. And now he's quite content and happy. He didn't. He's got a bunch of rules, and Mo kind of stole him, she thinks, in her head. And then, so there's that. Yeah, so pretty much everything I own is vesseled. And then that is not fully vesseled. I don't like to... I don't like to bring it around because I don't want anything to influence it if it just wants to be what it was created to be. So I do take a lot of time with my choosing of different vessels. Hi, Chloe, babe.
Well, you talked about Manahuni, the one that Intuitive Ella gave you, and you also have a Buddha.
Hey, isn't that his name? Baycat, or isn't that what Rossi?
What Rossi said? Let me see. Bacab, the old
Bacab. Wasn't that his name? The god, the Bacab of the West, the god of the West. Oh man. So, but anyway, I got to read the comments on the TV because I can't see my phone.
One of the 4 Bacabs that each represent the directions.
Yeah, there were 4 of them that represented all 4 directions. Mo and I did a lot of studying and reading, and we both knew that was him. Like, we felt him and we asked him, and it was like we got like hard knock confirmations when we said, so and so of the West, is this you? And then we also found the vessel of the Aztec princess, and she's absolutely beautiful. She looks identical to the vessel too. Like, so whoever made the rendering did a wonderful job. She looks so beautiful. But she was one of the king's daughters. She was an incredible, powerful princess that really did right by her people. And we read a lot about her too. So, and I don't remember her name. She's got a really long name. It was a really long name, but absolutely beautiful. She's a wonderful soul, or she was when she walked, of course.
Is there anybody else who would like a read tonight? Just go ahead and type in me. But this educational sequence was brought to you by Hershey and Mo, the keeper of the vessels of the beloved and the joy children.
I love clowns. I love dolls. I'd give anything to have a Cabbage Patch Kid again one day, an original Cabbage Patch. I think the garbage pail that was my error too, but I kind of like the cards and the nastiness of them, and I eventually want to get the deck, the Garbage Pail Kids deck. I don't have it obviously, but one day I'd like to. But maybe for Christmas, if one doesn't find me, maybe I will try to find the perfect one. And I would love for her to have the orange yarn hair because my original Essie Linda had the orange yarn hair like Raggedy Ann and Andy. So I would absolutely love for my Cabbage Patch to have the ginger.
And then we'll close it down.
Okay, who's next on the reads?
Judith.
Judith. Okay,
These girls look really good on camera, by the way.
they do.
It's on my
So-
phone, they do. They've been
So
scanning
even
it
though
down.
Andy is obviously a boy, he's vesseled by Jasmine, but we call her Jazzy, and Raggedy Ann is vesseled by Isabella, but we call her Izzy. So we got Izzy and Jazzy, two joy childs that happily and very spoiledly live in these guys. Because I do not want Annabelle sensing these, so I keep them vesseled happily. And they get lots of love and they get to present and have good times. So they are not always trapped.
So we're doing shadow checks tonight, Judith, if you didn't know. The first card from the tarot, the Morgan Greer tarot, is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is a promise that you're making to yourself to become financially independent again and put all possessions that you have in order in your house to take care of them as they need to be taken care of, and they will serve you well. In the Oracle deck from Kyle Gray, Angels and Ancestors, we have the Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. So that's what you need to do to get back to that Ace of Pentacles standard in your life. And when you make plans, you're not just going at it willy-nilly. You've got a plan, a direction, some kind of blueprint and map of where to go. And then your Lenormand card is the Crossroads. So big decisions are coming up for you to keep on your path. And when it comes to big decisions, not everything is black and white. There's a lot of gray area. So it takes time to make decisions on those big choices that you have to make. And that's what I have for you on the conscious side, Judith.
So I got a lot going on over here, Judith. Give me 1 second. A little bit, and I got a little bit of card, but a whole lot to say. So let me sip.
Rossi, the first time I went to Plaza del Carmen, I went to Chichen Itza. And at that time, they were letting people climb on the pyramid, so I got to climb a pyramid.
Both of y'all. I'm just saying, both of y'all. You and Rusty. I love you both, but I'm jealous.
I only climbed a few steps to my knee.
You been there too?
2014. Like, man,
Y'all can tell she's getting one too. I'm jelly. Whoa, I was there.
I didn't make it to the top because of my knee, but I did climb on
it. Okay, so there's a release that needs to happen, and it's a release to renew something within you, right? There is something that needs to be released and fulfilled with something not it, right? Once you release it and let it go, you cannot pull it back. You can't call it back. You can't ask it to come over and have tea every other blue moon Sunday, okay? It's a wrap. It needs to be replaced with something completely different. It can't even have the same itch. It can't even be the same vibe, right? Embrace the flow of new, of letting go and welcoming anew, allowing the new energy to share with you. The new energy is going to have its own breath.
Who's that? The name
Anyway, it's going to have its own breath. It's going to have its own flow, its own rhythm. It's going to have everything of its own that it needs. And you and it will match because you'll be feeling the same way, but you have to learn the new energy, and the new energy also needs to learn you too. So don't corrupt the new energy once you let go of the other. Let it be there, right? How is it they let go and let God, or whatever, however it goes? That's what needs to happen. You can't pull it back, right? And then the breakthrough comes, right? Once you've released it, the breakthrough is about navigating the twists and turns with elegance and resistance that only you can do. You know you. No one else knows you better than you. Well, outside of you know who. But right now, we're talking about right now. And although they are everywhere and they are within, you know what I'm saying, right? You have to let it come in, and you'll handle it as no one better than you can. They also want you to know that from this moment on, fast progress is your best way. Moving forward with swiftness helps with precision, and it will help do what must be done. Sorry. So you need to do what must be done, and you can't do it if you're crawling around like a snail, right? So put a little pep in your step and understand that with the new comes a new walk, a new talk, and maybe even a little bit of more of a bounce to your step. So just know that even if it's ramping up quickly, or maybe it's a little too quick for you, some things have to come in quite quickly because there's a bunch of shifting energy that we cannot see, but it is happening all around us right now. And that's what I've got for you. What? I know. Please advise what it is. I would need a different deck to see what it could be. Let's see. Hand me Nyx and I don't know. Let me see Nyx.
Wow. Want to get the mic?
Oh, okay. Bye, girls. All right, let's look at Nyx and see what Nyx has to say. The Morgan would be the deck I would grab, but the Morgan, so in my room on the shelf, the bookshelf closest to my table, the plastic part at the very top, it's the little blue deck right in the front of the plastic deck stand, tarot deck stand thing. It should say the Morgan on it. It's in a blue tuck box.
It's got that back on it.
It's in a blue box. No. It should be right in front of the deck of the crystal ball Jans. Like the white book. Oh, oh yeah, I did use it the other day.
They took it.
So again, this says you must let go, and so again, I'm getting let go, right? So you've got to let go of something. So clearly, they need you to let go of something. So let's see if the Morgan can give me any clues or hints of what we're letting go of here. Let's see here. I know I would have probably the perfect deck for this, but I'm medicated on Tylenol 4 right now, guys. So my brain is functioning at 50% capacity. Yeah, and I do think it's kind of wearing off because I'm starting to feel that pain in my occipital bone again. It's been a few hours.
2 hours.
I can kind of feel it back there.
Not even.
Are you doing a lot of juggling?
Oh, maybe 3 hours.
If you're doing a lot of juggling, so we've got juggling and victory in reverse, right? So if you're doing a lot of juggling or starting stuff without completing it, maybe they're wanting you to maybe only do one at a time instead of multitasking so that you can actually complete it. Even if it is a utter failure and it doesn't work, it doesn't come on, it breaks the second you finish it, you need to complete things. So if you aren't completing things, you're starting it and you're just walking away from it, you're leaving your path and everything around you junky, right? And you can't put it in its place, whether it's in file 13 or up on top of your shelf because you're proud of it. You have to complete things. So it looks like you're juggling a bunch of stuff, but you're also not completing it because you do have victory in reverse as well. So this could be completely way off in left damn field somewhere, and I could be way off. But cards are just telling me it's more about seeing it all the way to flourishing or completion. I hope that helps you, babe. That's what I got.
And Judith, what I'm feeling or what I'm hearing is that you absolutely have to give it time. This isn't something that you want to rush because it's too important.
Yeah, you mastering and completing tasks that even we have to assign ourselves, it is important. Even if it fails, even if we bomb and we worked as hard as we could and we followed every direction and we completed every step to the perfect everything, and it still just isn't gonna work. Doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means that you found a way that didn't work, but that eliminates something so that you can keep trying, or you can go down a different road completely because you completed it. You knew it didn't work. It wasn't meant for you, but you can't know that if you're leaving it completely unfinished.
And Hershey, thank you for being here tonight. I know that we weren't planning on it together, but I'm glad
Nope, I
that
was
you're.
really getting.
I'm glad that you're as intact as you can be for the moment, and I hope that you get some relief and are able to rest this evening. And thank you, Mo, for running.
You're welcome. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for being the anchor.
Well, I can't let our people down. I let them down for too long. That
No,
two and a half months,
you take that
that
back
two
right
and a half
now. You
months
take
period
that.
that I wasn't here.
You take that back right now. You didn't let a soul down. Not one person was let down while you were sick. Stop it. Anyway, you
So Judas, you're
said,
going to have to get some creative refinancing, or find a loan, or find um, a family member who wants to give you something, or hope that you are a beneficiary of somebody who's left something to you.
you're very, very welcome, Judith. I do. I'm not saying I'm sorry because I'm sorry, but I do appreciate you guys for hanging in with me tonight. I'm not all the way at the top of my game, obviously, but I thank you so much for hanging out with us, Brother Thomas. As always, much love, one love. I love you. Thank you for being you. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. And there's some extra blessings when you go to bed tonight, man. And wake up tomorrow being glad that you just got to wake up. Keep it real simple and let everything else fall in place as it should. I love you guys, and we'll see you guys later. Good
Practice
night,
your
everybody.
gratitude, and thank you for teaching us about vessels, Urshi. That was very interesting.
Well, I mean, this is just my um, knowledge and my existence and my experiences with them. Everybody has their own when they have that connection. So I love talking about stuff like that. I like everybody's interaction. I like knowing and talking to people that like dolls and clowns and just things that hold a lot of special goodness to just a little old Miss Big Girl like me.
Well, you gave
Yeah,
us a little understanding, a personal understanding of, since Raggedy Ann and Andy are the type of doll that Annabelle was in, that you didn't want
oh
them unvesseled while Annabelle was out loose.
yeah, I don't need that little craziness in my chaos world. I've got enough because I can control it. Good night, everybody.
Ain't that the truth?